Hello, Uta here in December with the product of my date bar cookies recipe. And I still have these calendula buds that are opening. I still have to plant the one last calendula plant a little very soon. I'm going to make this quick and get out there and see if I can keep it alive a little bit longer inside the cold frame and have more flowers. Okay, so this is the recipe. I will put all the measurements in the notes for date bars. 1.5 cups old-fashioned oats, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of walnuts chopped, grated orange zest from 1 orange or a half an orange, the large kind, grated nutmeg. I didn't measure it, probably about a teaspoon. I freshly grated it. 1/4 of a cup maple syrup and 1/4 of a cup brown sugar. And I did a few shakes of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a cup of butter. uh, and yes. Oh, it was a cup of butter minus 2 tablespoons. And it was melted, and 1 cup of shredded coconut. And so that's the crust, and you just mix it all up. And then you put about a little over half, maybe 2/3 of it. After it's, well, you probably don't have to chill, but I put it on parchment paper on a flat sheet cake pan. My pan is sort of big, so I just folded up the parchment paper a little bit to make my pan smaller. I'm sorry, you'll just, I press it in as thin as I can for the bottom crust. And then I bake the bottom crust at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes until it's starting to solidify and get a little brown around the edges. And then I put on the filling, which has already been prepared. And that is 1 cup of dates cut up. I use a kitchen shears, into 1/4 of a cup maple syrup and the juice of half an orange. And you cook that up, adding some water as needed. You're going to have to do it over kind of medium-low heat until it's a nice jammy texture. And then after the bottom crust has baked for 15 to 20 minutes, then you spread that date filling and then just press on clumps of the top, same crust that I just read the ingredients of. Now, the good news is that in the UK, Wes Streeting, some kind of minister of health, has now outlawed puberty blockers for use in minors. And I don't think puberty blockers do anything for adults anyway. So I think this is significant, and it is just another domino falling for the debunking of the transsexual diagnosis, the transgender diagnosis, and hopefully a movement back towards health, towards health. We don't have to say normal. We don't have to say typical. We don't have to say anything that's going to be misconstrued as just average and boring. We can say it is a return to wellness and health. And really, if you know any teen girls who are starting to ideate a male persona, suggest to them Uta Hagen's wellness movements. And any teen boys, I really do think this primal fitness routine that is not too expensive through YouTube. You can subscribe to it. I think that it is a quite useful mind-body movement system and gives you exercise. And oh yes, and I have to be this holiday elf and deliver my packages. Tomorrow or the next day, the peanut butter chocolate cookies recipe.